No mistake from the Frenchman.
God, should have been the man. Yes, sir. First class flights on the
Sensational! Here comes Ward-Prowse. Loftus-Cheek takes aim.
This is Corner Flag Talk.
We're going to run into the three best, three worst, and surprising player for this season. So I will go first. My three best were, the first two are kind of obvious. I had Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at number one. Reason being, well, Golden Boot winner, scored 31 plus goals. I can't remember last time I get to see somebody score that much goals as a striker, Alexis did before, but as a lot of struggle for strikers to score goals, and he is literally a goal machine. I told my partners before this season that he is going to get Golden Boot, and so he did, even though he ended up sharing it, but who cares. He ended up with a grand total this season of 31 goals, 8 assists, and he was phenomenal. I do think, there is something to be said about these misses he has. However, his movement is so elite, and I believe it's one of the best in Europe, that he constantly just gets chances in games. This little one movement off a defender's shoulder, he creates chances for himself ultimately, that defenders can't track his movement. He literally scored a goal on Watford because he ran so fast that he closed on the keeper and forced the ball into the net. Second was Alexander Lacazette, who was the player this season. He is a little underrated, and he says that just because he didn't hit the goal heights of over, people don't think he's a good striker. However, what I think people need to realize is that when you're playing a strike partnership with you, one would always score more than the other, and one has to be a sacrifice. One has to give a little bit more for the team in order for the team to have on the whole. And what we saw in him was in all competitions, he had 19 goals and 13 assists. 13 assists as a striker. That's incredible. He and Aguero had tied assists as strikers in the Premier League for 8 assists. And we know how much Aguero has rounded his game for Pep. And I think Lacazette really has found himself a really well-rounded role. And I'm really hoping to see them try to play more two-striker formations next season, using him as a hold-up player over running off the shoulder. And I think they really are developing a good partnership. And lastly, I had Aaron Ramsey. He's phenomenal. I really hate seeing him go, because he's better than half these men in the club, and he cares more. And I know that sounds like a superficial reason, but the truth is that that passion used to carry him very far in the team. Phenomenal performances against Man U like every year, against Spurs every year. Played really well against Chelsea, killing Jorginho, and I honestly think if he did play in that final, Chelsea would not have won the finals. And there's a reason Juventus is making him the second highest paid player in their league, and he definitely deserves to be up there. I had Torreira as a contender, and I had Leno too. It's just because the goals are there. But I mean, he was supernatural at moments. And I felt like Torreira kind of tailed off after December. But, that's just first year in England. He's only 21 years old. He's so young. And yet there were calls for him to be, probably signing of the season early on. And, you just see again next year. So, yeah, glad now.
And for my top performers, start off mention these two together, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Because Aubameyang, clearly see Aubameyang could get his job done in the what the goals that they scored this season. Aubameyang played a big role in that. And as what you mentioned there with how people look at Lacazette and be like, okay, he didn't reach the same number, but by them being a strike duo, you could see even when Lacazette off the ball, Lacazette just make you run to create the spaces for Aubameyang. It just both them have a understand now. They know where each other are. They know they got accustomed to playing with each other so well, and that's why I find they are such a great strike partnership. The other person that I will mention there, I would say Ramsey, because just being in that midfield, you can see the game when Ramsey out. The midfield just like lacking not just creativity, but a leader, and Ramsey was there to boss the midfield, and we're just there, as I said, the little pivot role he played. He was there. He was able to organize the midfield. And just Ramsey was a Mr. Arsenal type player. Ramsey had so much passion for the club. There was nothing, and just the way that he left too. It was nothing.
Nobody even vexed. Nobody even hate the man. I've seen him go really tough, and like I say, it's. We can't really show his performance, and we can't talk about lack of work rate for some of these players, lack of drive and care, and he was all of that, you know.
And a big part of him being rated so high for the season and throughout his career is that players like that, they're so important for the club when it's very difficult to replace them, and it'll be very difficult for Arsenal to replace Ramsey.
I go first now. Choose performance.
For worst performance, I'll start off. Well, everybody can guess this. Mustafi have to be there. Shocking performance for a man well known for his defensive capabilities in Valencia. Just coming to the Prem, and I just don't know, like.
The shocking thing about the man, dog, is that when he reached first 22 games, we went unbeaten with him, though. Beating Chelsea or kind of thing. I was like, this man playing around good. How the man get injured? That was his damn dog. The man's a crackhead, dog.
You used to always think with Mustafi, once Mustafi gets a solid partner next to him, something could happen. And when Socrates came in, it's just Mustafi. Being a footballer, you'll think that, okay, he'll be able to. Football is not just a physical sport, it's also a thinking sport.
Yeah.
And just felt like Mustafi was so
brain,
easy to catch Mustafi out. Strikers were just targeting him. It was games. I just remember just watching some girl for me the games that we played against Arsenal. And just Aguero was just terrorizing Mustafi so much that this is when we played the All-League.
I know thinking about that too. Where the man just touch him so the man even fall him and Mustafi stand up there like referee push. Don't what this something now like.
It clearly is a good player, Mustafi, but I don't know if he can do it, if he can continue with that.
I'm sorry though. I don't really like to talk about players like that, but he need to find another sport though. He need to go and like, I don't freaking know though, but football is not free. But he can play the Italian league with all them 37 years.
That's true. He needs to go somewhere where he could look good at.
But to tell you about it is with this man though, I will take him for free in it dog. But let's just take it, boy guys. I rather just get the wages off the box up, or just to call up, or they even have to pay for him, but just take him.
And just put a youth up there in a position or something.
Virgil, we in pre-season now, and this man is still looking like trash, and these youth men coming off the bench, and he's spot on looking better. Why you can't find someone? Go and read a book or something.
I really feel he holding up spots for youth men and holding up space on our wage bill.
He is though. Just give it
second, I will say Özil, because of everything that was surrounding Özil. You feel like everything is surrounding those opportunities when you do get a chance to play. That's the moment to prove yourself, and moving to prove he wanted the contract, a wage increase. That's moments to prove those things, prove your demands, and it's at times we just come on and he would just play like he don't know why he there. You don't know if he in his mind it felt like okay, you don't know if he want to stay, if he want to leave. You don't know. It just felt like he just didn't want to be there at some point in time, but. He's all over the place. That moments will come on and he'll show like little sparks of okay, that's the Özil that Arsenal fans know when the Prem knows Özil. But I just felt with so much controversy surrounding you and issues with you with the manager, I felt like you could have done a lot more, and he did a lot more. He did a lot worse things for the team and his career than he did good.
Right.
And also I'll have to say my final spot would have to be Czech. Czech had a lot of mistakes in the goal, led from errors that Czech caused. Our experienced keeper like Czech, he would think that okay, he would bring that experience. Czech has been doing this for sure. Czech has been playing in football for years, and there's some mistakes you see Czech making. Like, wow, where this come from? It felt like Czech trying to sabotage the club. Now he's back with Chelsea. You just don't know what was on Czech mind. And I just felt the only good I saw came out of let me see majority, because Czech had some good spells. So only the good I saw that came out of that was his errors that introduced Leonard.
And there's a funny thing, them out of context pages on Twitter. All them out of context pages is posted just highlights our season. Okay, everything is just a big garbage. My choice was Mustafi for reasons mentioned already. So I actually had 4 though, so I just went 4 over 4. Classing out though because the man is just garbage. And I normally when I'm on this show now, I try to sound a little bit more analytical and that kind of stuff though. But I'm a fan but right now. And that man is just garbage. All that man is just running, trying to try to hit the ball across the ball. That man has no variation to his crosses. He cannot cross in the air. All he does is that is because he have a real bullet or a shot down. That man is literally just trying to hit a bullet across the box. Right? The man can't defend, he's slow in defense. No, he's just ultimately trash. I don't understand how this man make Schalke team
He was
really left back of the season that year, and then come on playing all this garbage. So, I mean, good thing is we get him for free, but now we can't get rid of him. Mkhitaryan, because I know that swap deal with Sanchez and nobody really felt like they come with the winner, but I still feel like we get something better because Mkhitaryan has actually have something. And in last season, at the end of last season, he was looking pretty good. So I was like, he got a full preseason under his belt and stuff, and some good game time under Emery, and he look good. Though that man real inconsistent. That man, there's just be some sideways, but like when I get to Ozil, it's the same thing too. Where you players of this caliber, you expect certain passes. Even though for the common men like us, it's hard though. That men, you're supposed to make them kind of thing. The decision making in the final third. And you ever say with your friends or with your certain, the man that you're the least likely to score though, just get all the chances though. Mkhitaryan against all the big teams against Liverpool, against Tottenham though. Them men just get all the chances in the world though, and them men just do nothing though, nothing. He returned after injury in January, February, somewhere there for about 2 months. Looked like a baller dog. I was like, well, man, come on, and then the man just talk about players like garbage. So hello, hi, the trio all here. Please get up my club dog. I don't like all it up, and nobody like all it up. Okay, that was really rational though. That's not true though. It's just I had like Mkhitaryan for a while, I had like Kolasinac for a while, but them men just useless though. Them not good enough to play in the Prem, unfortunately. I honestly think if Mustafi and Kolasinac and them was playing for smaller teams, they'd get less notice because they'd be able to defend in deeper blocks and like how in Brighton, there's be like 8 men behind the ball. If Mustafi is playing for Brighton, men might not want him because he'd get real chances to defend plenty now. But this man, my last one was Ozil. Reason being is that I don't actually think he was that bad, but you're on 350k a week, dog. You need to be the best player in the club, and he wasn't. I love Ozil to that dog, and I will always fight on that. I still think he's one of the greatest playmakers ever because at the end of the day, nobody ever has created more chances than him, dog. Nobody has ever had top assisted 3 of the top 5 leagues in Europe. The man is 2 months player of the year for 6 years in a row, dog. He's a World Cup winner, win the league with Real. In the 1 year they won it, in 8 years of Barca's dominance. The man is a phenomenal player. I do believe that we brought him in at the wrong time and we did not do enough to help him more than we waited until that he is unfortunately now in a decline, and I will say that. Then to bring in good strikers around him when he had Giroud who went 15 games without scoring a flipping goal, dog. What the hell, dog? And that year, Ozil had 17 assists by Christmas, You could tell me, dog, that man just couldn't get 3 more to equal the record because Giroud is just, oh my. So, yeah, that was my man. I disappointed Ozil a lot because I just expect more from him. However, in preseason, he has been looking a lot better. His movement off the ball has been a lot better. He's been more involved. The only problem is that from what I have deduced from Emery's system is that it looks like he wants the attacking midfielder to be more of a goal scorer, and that just never has really been Ozil. But because he is what he was technically gifted player, still in the world, nobody could do that was a chop dig thing that he just do though. He should be able to score if he could adapt his game, but at over 30 years old, could he do that still? I don't know. I only think Gary let him as well because I just think he might be holding the club back on him. Surprising player. Someone feel like I know who you go for, so I was trying to be a little different. I went for Holding. I didn't lose a game under Emery. He was fantastic though against Liverpool, against Spurs. Until Rashford injured him, I'm joking. He was really, really good. It wasn't that hard to get into the team over Mustafi. But he was really solid, great on the ball. No mistakes, really clean to his game. That I found him and Socrates had complement each other really well. So yeah, that was one. It was just a surprise player.
For me, have to be going busy.
Yeah,
I feel like I just say he's a buy for the future, but I feel like the performances that he puts in, I just feel like under the right coaching, right players around him, I feel give him soon, probably next 2 seasons. Because before you look at him, he's a long term. He'll get that recognition in long term. I feel his time might be soon. I feel like with the right coach and everything, players around him, he could be a very important player.
And I feel like the only player at the point of recording that Arsenal bought was Martinelli from Brazil. I kind of feel like Martinelli might have a similar impact.
Yeah.
And he says that he should get about the same amount of game time if we had to play 2 strikers. But Eddie Nketiah just quite a bunch in preseason, boys. I feel like Eddie got to get something there. But Guendouzi was a really, really surprisingly good player coming out of League 2 with Lorient.
Yeah.
His ability on the ball, his ability to wiggle himself out of a situation, whether it is to win himself a free kick or dribble out of a situation, he literally shows why he is literally an upgraded version of Xhaka.
Yeah.
Like, all Xhaka kind of has above right now is a better sense of leadership. And Xhaka's range of passing is a lot better. And Xhaka's progressive passing is a lot better. His passing accuracy and that kind of stuff. But that is stuff that, when we'll learn over time.
Yeah.
And once Mateo does get those stuff, I don't really see Xhaka starting anymore. So guys, that'll be it for this one episode. We kind of went over the time. I apologize for that. You see what's happening again with Fanbomb. That's why we're not doing that again. Catch us everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our website is currently down because I don't know what's going on with my Squarespace account, but I'm trying to work on that actively. Follow us everywhere. I never say this, or I'm supposed to say this. Drop a like when you finish watch this if you reach this far in the video, and subscribe. Like, I just keep forgetting to say that, but that's actually kind of important. So like and subscribe and share this to your friends who also went through a miserable end of the season. Thank you so much for coming again, Virgil. I have missed you, no homo.
Yeah,
I'll catch you guys next time. See you soon.
God, should I been the man? Yes, sir. First class flights on the Delta. Check still sitting on the dresser. Yes, sir. I settled for the lessons. Should I been the man? Yes, sir. Head down, but I stay blessed up. God told me that I'm next up. Yes, sir.